Hello and welcome to Dr. Ruby's Tuesday. Just dropping a gem. I was thinking about things that I wanted to achieve in life, but the question became, what motivates you? What motivates me to want to do more? So then the question to you is, what motivates you? So in our life, we have our daily things that we have to do. We have to go to work. We have to take care of our family. We have to make sure that everything's lined up according to the way society says it has to be. Well, beyond that, because when I have conversations with other women and other people, they talk about how they are just overworked or overwhelmed, or where they have so many other things to do that they don't really have time to do anything for themselves. Well, and everybody's different, but the way I think about that is that we make time for what's important to us. So it's important as women that we make time to do those things that are important to us. So like recently I thought about what I do, pretty much had been doing pro bono, life coaching. I went ahead and got a certificate for that, and I had to make time to be able to achieve that certification. So we make time again for what we want to make time for. I'm very busy. I'm as busy as the next person, but I have decided to make sure no matter how busy I am, that I make time for myself to do those things that's most important to me. As women, a lot of times we take care of other people. That's our whole makeup. But we need to kind of break up from that makeup somewhat to make sure that in our caring for others, we don't forget to care about ourselves or to do those things that are important to us. Now, I'm also an officer, a board member of a couple of organizations in leadership roles, and those particular positions, they don't pay you money, but because I have a heart for volunteering and giving back to others, on top of my daily 8 to 5 or 7 to 4 job, I find time to do those things that I deem important to me. So everybody's not the same, their makeup is not the same, but I must ask the question, what is your motivation? What is your motivation? Do you have just enough motivation to get you to work, to do those basic things that are required of you? Or do you have a desire to give back to the community? Is that what motivates you? Or even if that's not it, do you have a desire to create wealth for yourself and your family so that they will be in a better state as when you're gone or even while you're living? It's important to figure out, leaders, what's important to you. And once you figure out what's important to you, let that be the driving force that pushes you to achieve your goals. And just a reminder, when we set goals, we have to also write down the plan to achieve those goals. And sometimes things maybe get busy. You may have to change up your plan, but you have a plan. I believe that we have everything that we need to achieve our goals. The problem is, most of the time, it's us, our mind, that tells us that we can't do it. Our mind that tells us that we're too busy to do it, to put in the work. Well, I want to say that my thoughts are, we can use our mind to push us toward achieving our goal. It's all in how we look at it. And I know you've heard the metaphor, the glass is half full or the glass is half empty. It's all in the perception. If you say you can't do it, then you know what? Your mind has told you, your body, your limbs, and everything, that you can't do it. But if your mind tells you that, hey, I can do it, and you have a plan and you work that plan, and you will achieve your goal. Your motivation needs to be something. I'm kind of jumping here a little bit, but your motivation needs to be a solid foundation. Once you find your motivation, you need to put those actionable steps in place and work toward them and work them until you achieve your goal. Make sure that the motivation you have is one that doesn't wander. It's something that you can use until you achieve your goal. Thank you so much for listening to me. And just remember to always figure out what your motivation is and let that drive you to achieve your goal. Thanks for tuning in to Dr. Ruby's Tuesday.